Now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They run it with McKinnon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Returning, it's Benjamin. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Keep it skinny. Hey, I want to go load it. Load it.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. They give him a gain of 37. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. This will be caught at about the 5. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Hey, Delta!
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 13, 13.
Flag. 6.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
13, 13. 21, 21.
They go play action here on 1st down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
11. 13, 13. 2, 2, 2.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at his 4.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Rivers now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Yo, Rocky. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. 12, 12, 12. Hey,
A first down throw here for Rivers. Well, this is caught by Williams. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
12. 5-4.
Rivers on first down. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27th. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
21.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Garoppolo now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
11.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now Benjamin. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Go ahead. 65.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
11.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Garoppolo, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Garoppolo again. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down. But they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
And Gold is able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter.
White! White!
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Keep it skinny! Shoot! Buffalo wall!
On 3rd down, Rivers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. To throw is Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
5-4. Hey, 79! 79! Hurry up!
Second down, Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Chargers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, Delta! 5-4.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Buffalo. Check 26, check.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On play action, now Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Garoppolo. Got to have this one. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Whoosh. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Now for the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. On first down, Garoppolo. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
21.
Play action. Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Trevor Williams with a pick.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
One now a little bit. Through.
Let's go, defense. Be on the field, defense.
Rivers here to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies.
Stay at home.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Keep it skinny. Buffalo wall.
48.
White. Q.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Set. We're okay.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Rivers now. And no, it's incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Desmond King picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Hey, Delta. Hey, Delta. 0. Hey, go orange. Orange.
Throwing here, Rivers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for the home team here, hey, they finish a perfect